Welcome back to the Outdoor Kitchen Show. I'm Marissa Turner, and today we are on location at Creative Cajun Cooking with Jimmy Babin, cooking up some classic Cajun recipes, and we got some new ones for you too. So to get started today, we're going to do crab and dumplings. Instead of chicken and dumplings, we've got some fresh crab meat from Cajun Catch, and we're going to put that with a creamy sauce and the dumplings from Dumplin Magic. What do we need to get started for the crab and dumplings?
You know how easy that is?
Just
open a box.
Open the box and follow the recipe, right?
Follow the recipe. There's a recipe on the box. Right on the back. You can follow that, and it pretty much takes care of all your needs across the board. I put in 5 cups of water.
Okay.
And we dumped the 1 bag of the seasoning mix into it for the dumpling. And kind of agitate that a little bit. Then we're going to hit the on button. And that little jewel going to kick in gear, and it don't take it long. After this gets to boiling, then we're going to cut it back on low and just kind of let it simmer while we're making the dumplings. But the crab meat is real tender, and you put that in right after you get the flour and milk into the thing, or flour and cream into it, and get that bubbling a little bit. Then you can put in your dumplings, and then you can put your crab meat in.
Or any other meat you might come up with, something original. You never know. So tell me the next step.
I thought about it, squirrel and dumplings.
You could, especially if you fried the squirrel first.
Yeah, but I feed my squirrels my pecans out of the tree over here, so I try to protect my little squirrels.
And here I am like, oh, you just brown them first, Jimmy. You're like, I protect my squirrels, Marissa. Sorry.
I like the butter taste in biscuits because it adds that little extra flavorful thing to the dumpling. Now, I hope I don't do like I did on the last show. I jumped when this thing blew up. Huh?
Yeah, I like that jump whenever you popped it.
So we're going to spread some of this flour around and get the board so it's kind of coated with it. And that way
This keeps everything from sticking.
The little thing won't stick on it. And nothing like a little extra flour anyway. I like to use this little wide blade knife because it's a multi-purpose thing, you know. And that way you can set this out of the way and get your next one done. I could have shredded the butter up on, you freeze it and you run it down that little grate and get a pile. Then if you're going to make biscuits fresh, you know, you can do that too. And that floury cutting board keeps them from sticking to your board and to your hands once you get enough flour on that. You mash this thing out to about 1/8 of an inch thick, and then you want to cut it whatever size you want your dumplings. I'm going to put the flour in here. That's why I like that wide handle knife. You get a handle on that flour. We're going to pour this half and half in here and kind of incorporate that flour that we just raked up off the cutting board. And that way it'll get it all smoothed out. Whip it until it's smooth. Then we're going to put it inside this copper pot with the seasoning mixture and the water and let it start doing this bubbling thing.
Okay.
There's another little thing with this. If you put the half and half in first and then put your flour in, it makes it a little harder to whisk up. You get more little knots in it. But if you have the flour in the bowl first, then you pour your half and half on it, it's easier to incorporate. It's faster. You know how I know that? I went to Hard Knocks University for that one.
Right.
They actually make a flour that dissolves in liquid.
Yeah.
Quick.
Yeah.
Don't buy it, it's expensive. Let's uncover this little jewel. See, it's still got a little slow boil going on in there. And that way we can dump this in. Make sure all that is loosened up that might hang to the bottom. I'll stir that. I use a little plastic spoon thing. That way it don't skin up my little copper pot that they say is unskinnable. And if you'd like to add a little flavorful sauce, I can't call it hot sauce because it's not really that hot. It's flavor. So if you want a flavor of garlic or the flavor of jalapeno, I have it there for you. All you got to do is shake some in it, whichever flavor you want. So, Marissa, pick the flavor you got to have in these today.
I want the jalapeno one.
Jalapeno. How much you want to put in this thing?
A couple of shakes. It doesn't get too hot. It's just flavor.
Like
so
this?
just shake it, baby.
Shake it up, baby, now.
Or shake it, baby. Get on it.
Is that what my friend Justin Wilson said? That's a teaspoon.
That's right.
That's it. You put a teaspoonful.
That's right. However big your teaspoon is, there one or two of them.
And you want to make sure you keep the bottom of this thing moving because it will scorch on the bottom with this thing kicked up on high.
Right.
So you're trying to thicken this gravy up in here.
And if you're not in a hurry, you can do it a little slower.
Yeah.
But that's all right.
If you need to do slow things, you can do slow things. Me, I'm always wide open. I said, I had some friends of mine one time, they wanted me to go play in a golf tournament with them. And they was all talking, bragging about we shot an eagle and we shot some birdies and this, that, and the other. I get out there playing with them, I killed 2 ducks and a goose and they throw me off the course.
That was good.
We got some bubbles coming up in this pot now, so we're going to add some dumplings, man. Look at here. You kind of spread them out amongst the goodness here. Ooh, them things starting to swell up already. Look at that. That's what I like. In other words, I need to hurry up. That's what I need to do. They all cook off at the same time. Let these things rise a little bit, kind of firm up some, then I'll dump that crab meat in and get that incorporated.
Right, and any other little veggies or whatever that are pre-cooked and whatnot, or frozen or canned or however, you can put them in at this point. And of course, when you're using crab meat, you got to make sure it don't have any shells in it. You don't be getting the shells, so you go through it, get all the little shells out and such. And we get beautiful, fresh Louisiana crab meat from Cajun Catch Seafood in Gonzales.
Yeah, but you got to stop and think. When people see there ain't no shells in that, they might think you use an artificial crab.
Oh, no.
Huh?
No, that stuff got the pink lines in it. That's your caution lines.
Caution lines.
That's a lot of crab meat, Jimmy. No, you don't have to use all that, no.
Boy, we're going to put crab in this thing.
That's going to be more crab than juice.
My father-in-law is all about shrimping and crabbing and stuff like that. So what you think? Ooh, look at them dumplings, man. They rising up nice and pretty with all that crab meat in there. Mm-hmm. Holy moly.
These are amazing. And when we come back, we're going to show you Pawpaw Jimmy's Cajun fried chicken. So stay tuned to the Outdoor Kitchen Show.